It's William with the Riverstone Life, and yes, we got another review, and this is the one I've been waiting for because this Blue Eddy solar generator is the last thing that this truck needs, and it should be the first thing. Now let's say the second thing that you should have if you're going to be an RV transporter. Fuel tank's the most important. That auxiliary fuel tank is number one in my mind. This is a must-have. It will run everything you need to in that truck when you're waiting around for those 10 hours to reset. And it's quiet. And if you have a newer truck like ours has a plug-in in there that'll help charge this up. It'll put 400 watts back into it as I'm driving for 11 hours. Plus I'm gonna add a solar panel. That'll be another video, just to help it out a little bit. And then when I'm not using the truck, it's keeping everything charged up and running just when it's setting. So I can't wait to unbox this and get this set up. So we're gonna stop this video. I'll get it unboxed. I'll get it back out here on the table. We'll show you the features. We'll talk about it a little bit, and then after that, then we're gonna go and put it in the truck, and we'll show you how we're gonna use this thing and why I went this route and why I recommend this solar generator. So we'll be right back. Check that thing out. I think it weighs like 62 pounds, 63 pounds. Let's turn it. It's at 63% now. It was at 50% when I took it out of the box. It comes in a nice little bag with the little plugins and everything that you need. You got your regular plug-in, and you've got the one for 12 volt. You can put this in there, and if you want to put it in a cigarette lighter and charge it off your cigarette lighter, you can do that. Or it comes with the adapter for the solar panel. You hook that in there, and you can plug it in the side here, and you can run your solar panel in there and charge it. We're running off regular Riverstone shore power. Comes with a nice little bag, comes with a book and everything like that, a manual. But the best part about it is you scan the top up here, you download the app to your iPhone or your Android, you come to the back, you scan the little barcode back there, it pulls it right up, and I have everything right there. So I can control everything on this right from my phone. So if I'm having any issues or I want to see how it's charging during the day when I'm driving down the road, I just tap on my phone, it pulls everything right up here. This thing is so simple, so simple. I'm gonna get it all charged up, 64%. I'm gonna get it all charged up, and then we're gonna get it in the truck and we'll get it all hooked up and show you how we're gonna use it. You do have a 30 amp plug-in right there. And then you have your 120s. There's 4 of them, I think. Yeah, 4 of those. So that's perfect. USB, 100 watt USB type C. Got 2 of those. And then you got regular USB A's right there. Pretty simple. On the side, you got right here, you got where your main plug-in is right there. That's the one we're gonna run right into the truck and let the truck put 400 amps in there. So it'll play with it for the next few days and see how long it takes to charge this thing back up off the truck. Then we're gonna have a 400 watt solar panel that's mounted back on the top back there, and then we'll be able to charge that so we can get 800 back into it when we're driving down the road if we got good sun. If we don't, I'm pretty sure, at least what I've read, people I've talked to, that their truck charges this back up, okay? You know William has a backup generator, but if I don't have to start that generator, use any gas, use anything, you know, it's quiet, it saves money. This is the route I want to go, and it's small enough to fit in my spot. You got a circuit breaker right there you can hit to reset it. You can actually ground it inside with a 12 volt wire to here to ground it. So if you want to probably ground it, if it's going to be in the truck all the time, I'll add an extra ground to it. But other than that, you can't get any easier than that. And even the solar panel hookup is really easy. It's the same plugins that I've used on all kinds of different solar panels. So you got your hot and your ground and it just plugs right in. It's pretty simple. And I ordered a 400 watt in the first place that'll fit in my little area right there on my bed cap on the top it's stationary. Now when I'm hauling a fifth wheel, it'll pull up and cover it. I won't be able to use it, but I thought about it. If it works that great, I'll buy another one and put it in the inside one. And when I flip it up to haul fifth wheels, I'll just unplug the outer one or the one that's there permanently and plug in the other one. So I'm still got that 400 all the time. I just have to buy 2 panels. And, and then if you're camping, you can plug them both in and use them both. because this I think this will handle 1200 watts coming into it. So I would have 800 watts when I'm just out camping. So that's kind of my other plan, but we haven't got that far yet. This is where we're at right now. So we're gonna get it charged up. We're gonna get it in the truck, and then we're gonna see if it works my heater, see if it works my air conditioner, see if it works my microwave. If I can just walk over there, turn on the microwave, cook my sandwich, don't have to start the generator, don't have to mess with anything, you know, that's what I'm hoping for. And the measurements and everything shows that it will fit in the spot that I want. So we're hoping for that. So a lot of, you know, luck goes into this job, and a lot of luck goes into this setup and it working out the way you want it to work out. So we'll be back. And look at that. It's working, it's charging, it fit behind the seat. Everything's hooked up. So let's get out of here. I'll go over here and show you the microwave real quick, and then I'll show you where I fit it behind the seat just like I wanted to. Had to do a few modifications, but it worked out. It's out of my way. It's not affecting my back or my seat. I don't feel it back there. It's easy to control from the app, so that's perfect. So let's take a walk over here and take a look at this. Just like that. See how quiet it is? There's no noise. I don't have anything in the microwave. The sun's shining in here, but let's just see if it starts. Let's go. Look at that. And it's working. Sun's shining. It's going 30 seconds is all it is. But everything's in there. And the microwave's working. And it's working off that solar generator. And then, you know, we'll mount our solar panel right up here. And then we'll have the plug-in off the truck. And I think driving all day long, that will charge everything up and keep it going. So at night, look at that, see? Perfect. I'll show you the other side. Let's pull the seat all the way up. I mean, did I use every little bit of space that I have on this truck? I think I have. So. And I had the 12 volt plugged in too. So the 12 volt, because I wanted to see how that worked, because that's where the solar panel will plug in. So I got it plugged into the truck. It's only putting 55 watts in there, but once I get the solar panel hooked in, then that number will come up. And then when I'm running the truck, then it charges on the AC one and charges it up, but it's at 96%. I never did charge it to 100%. I just been goofing with it, getting it installed. I mean, it fits there. It's out of the way. I mean, did I use all that space? I've used all that space. But that's going to be nice to just be able to turn the heater on if we get cold at night, and then run the air conditioner off that and the battery that the air conditioner had. And if the truck charges it back up, or with the solar panel and the truck, we'll see. We'll let you know in the upcoming videos on everything on this truck. We're going to get back on the road. I'm going to use all this equipment, and we'll just see what happens. But I think that this is the way to go. I think that that solar generator is something that every RV transporter should have. I think that it just makes things a little bit easier. If you have to plug in any tools or anything like that, you can work it. And look at that. It works perfect. And everything's right there on my phone. And just like that, there's the full review on that thing. Now we're going to use it over the next couple months. As soon as I get the solar panel, I'll get it hooked up. And, you know, over the next few months, we'll show you how it's held up, how it's working, if it was the right thing to do, if it was the wrong thing to do. Right now, I am super pumped about it because, you know, sometimes I just go to bed and, you know, after about 1, 2 in the morning, it starts to get a little cold and I don't want to roll over and start the truck. All I got to do is go over there, push my little heater button, warm the truck up. It's quiet. I didn't have to start the truck. It used a little bit of that juice for the hour so that I'm still back there, because usually that's all I ever needed for is a little bit. And then when it gets hot, then I'll start running this air conditioner off that, and we'll see how maybe the truck will just keep up with it after driving for 11 hours. That thing might be totally charged, and then I run it down at night, then it charges during the day. I'll get the solar panel back there just to put a little bit more 400 watts with that solar panel. 400 watts up here might charge it faster. But then when the truck is just sitting, when we're on a, me and Robin are out having fun or doing something, and we're not using the truck, then I know that that solar panel is keeping everything in here charged up, so I don't have to worry about it when I get back. We still have our backup generator, but I like the peace and quiet. So that's was my whole goal, is to just make things a little more simple. I don't have to get out of the truck, get my shoes on, climb out there, start the generator. Now I just hit the button, and I have enough to get me through the night, whatever I need, okay? So we're gonna end the video right here. You let me know down in the comments what you think, what you think I should change, what you think I should do different. Do you think that stuff will charge it up when I'm driving? I know a lot of guys have already had these solar generators and probably been using this setup. But I think I used my space every way I could. This truck is pretty much set up to rock and roll. So we're gonna find out if it works. And you know how we end these videos? Always